What's up, guys? Welcome back to another VGC Regulation F video. Today, first off, I'm going to show you the team that I've been using. I had a few questions, some texts that I got, some comments that I got about, oh, can you share the paste? And the paste was actually from Victory Road. It is not a team that I made, but here's the team. So we have a Choice Banded Dragonite with Inner Focus. We have Focus Sash Tianpao, Terra Ghost. Pretty standard, but it is Adamant, which is notable for the team. The Flutter Mane is a pretty bulky Flutter Mane, but it's a booster energy speed. Mainly an Icy Wind bot, but it can also do big damage with the Chi-Yu, the Choice Specs Chi-Yu down here. That's also Terra Ghost. Standard set, but a lot of bulk on the Chi-Yu as well. And then we have the Rocky Helmet Terra Grass Dozo and the Choice Scarf Tatsugiri. Again, not sure exactly who made this team. In the next video, I'll make sure to give them a shout out because I honestly have been loving this team. Right now I'm about 15-20 ish on the ladder, the best of one ladder, so I'm just gonna play a few more battles for you guys today. It's nighttime right now, it's late. I know I shouldn't be drinking Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar past 9 p.m. but sometimes you gotta live a little bit, sometimes you gotta treat yourself a little bit, and I'm feeling good. Life is on the up and up. And today we're going to rock out some Pokemon battles, hopefully get some wins, hopefully get the top 50 on the ladder by the end of the video. But I could also see me losing every battle, you know, and that's kind of the way it goes. Okay, so first off, we're going to be going into screens. Screens has been a little bit of a struggle for the team. I've been considering testing Brick Break on the Tianpao pretty heavily now, but I'm like, well, what if I run into another Dozo? But I feel like I'm running into screens more than Dozo. But you're never going to know what you're going to run into at a tournament, so into this. Let me just do some analyzing of the team, sip a Dr. Pepper, and then I'll get right into it. So, I'm thinking my typical strategy into Grimmsnarl when I don't know their Terra, they're either going to be Terra Steel or Terra Ghost. And with that being said, I think that the Flutter Chi-Yu lead is actually better. Dozo does look pretty good here, but if he does set up Trick Room and try to sweep me with the Galarian Moltres and a Chandelure, and he forces out a Terra with the Regieleki, then the Dondozo gets a little bit scared. So what I'm thinking here is let's just... yeah, there's too many potential Ghost Terras, Regieleki, Grimmsnarl, and Chandelure to really trust like an E-speed angle. So I think I'm going to go Flutter Chi-Yu, Dondozo, Tatsugiri. Also, super cool thing that happened. I was playing earlier, and somebody that I played was like, yo, I saw your video using this team. First time that's ever happened in my entire life. And honestly, if you're watching this, you inspired me to make this video tonight. So I will be having more of these videos. I try to do at least 2 of these a week. But into Glimmora Regieleki. How am I feeling about it? Not what I was necessarily expecting. Do I think it's like terrible? No. I think I'm going to protect. And I think I'm going to Terra and Snarl. So I'm not going to have Terra available. And I'm really banking on Chi-Yu living this turn and him targeting down the Flutter Mane. He does not. We do live the Power Gem. We're going to get a Snarl off. Okay. So that went pretty good, because now what I could do is I can Icy Wind, and depending on the Glimmora's nature, we could outspeed after the Icy Wind. The Icy Wind would knock out the Regieleki, or I could just hard switch in a Dozo Icy Wind, because now the Glimmora doesn't threaten a knockout on us. And I actually do like that idea more, because we are going to be faster than Regieleki. So let's go ahead and do that. There's a Spiky Shield on Glimmora. Icy Wind should knock out the Regieleki. Yep. Thing is not bulky at all. So now we got our Dozo positioned. So depending on what he wants to go into here. So I'm thinking he's got 2 options here. He's going to either want to set up a Reflect. Or he's going to want to Thunder Wave the Dozo. Maybe, potentially. And I think that with the Regieleki gone, we don't need speed on the Flutter Mane. I think a relatively safe play is just switching to Tatsugiri and go Earthquake. See if he wants to Terra anything. I don't think there's a lot of like terrible things that could happen from this turn. Yeah, Terra Grass, a little bit telegraphed. He actually goes for the Thunder Wave onto the Flutter Mane slot, predicting me to stay in, and he hits me with an energy ball. Okay, and since we're unaware, obviously it's going to do a lot more damage, actually threatening a knockout next turn. So, I'm going to go for another Earthquake. I mean, why not? Oh, he actually misses the Thunder Wave. That's actually pretty unfortunate for my guy over here. I'll just keep going for Earthquake. He's going to knock us out this turn. And then what I'm thinking is, since we don't run Icy Wind on this Tatsugiri, it's not as straightforward. But even with a Thunder Wave... Okay, so he could have Chandelure, Moltres, or Mamoswine. And unless he's Jolly, he should be faster than all those. So I think I could go in here. And I think... it's interesting, because the Thunder Wave's going to come on one of these guys. I think I Terra Blast. I want to guarantee that... Okay, that's fine. I could live with that. Because no Thunder Waves are going to come out. Oh, he can't Thunder Wave because we had the Toxic Debris up. Total mind slip. Wasn't even thinking about that. But that's all good, because he's going to go into Chandelure here. It's still weird. It's still... Oof. Okay. Let's knock out the Glamora. He's going to set up Trick Room, and now I'm a little bit worried. So we're going to be able to get the Dazzling Gleam off. If I had Shadow Ball, I would have went for it on the Chandelure right there. Here's the Trick Room. Okay, so now I think what I need to do... Next damage on Flutter Mane should be 12%. It's only one layer of spikes. I think I switch to Tatsugiri and Protect. Okay, he does go for the Heat Wave there. And now we're not going to live a Shadow Ball. I think, unfortunately, I think we're going to lose. Because he could just Heat Wave infinitely. And we don't have an attack. Yeah, we couldn't stay in with Chi-Yu because we would have went down to a Heat Wave. I think we Moonblast. Oh, we lived. Let's go. Okay, that was clutch. I honestly didn't... Like, Tatsugiri does have better special bulk than physical bulk, but I didn't expect we were going to live that. So we go from 1526 to 1538. And the thing that sucks about right now... Let's just take a look at the ladder, guys. So I feel like I'm playing battles, and when I win, I gain, like, 10. So there I am, 58. 65.5. You know, it's all right. But should be a lot better than that. We gotta tighten up a little bit. But when I lose like 30 points. So let's go hop into the next one, see what we could do. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that if it was the Chandelure, and he brought the right guys, and I honestly thought that was gonna knock out. If it was Life Orb Chandelure, it would have knocked out. If I knew it was gonna do that little damage, I would have just kept the Tatsugiri and banked on a Draco later in the game. But I kind of risk it with the Muddy Water, and we got lucky. So, okay. So into this one, Lander Asterion, a little bit of an uncommon choice. Could be running a couple different things. I've seen Assault Vest the most, but let's think what else it could be. It's probably Assault Vest. I'm going to bank on it being Assault Vest. This is kind of a pretty standard team outside of the Landorus, though. You got your Urshifu, your Flutter Mane. We have no idea what kind of Urshifu it is. I'm assuming water. So I think into this team specifically, it's Qianpao Dragonite. And then usually I don't want to expend Terra knowing that there could be an Amoonguss coming late game, but I also don't want to bring the Flutter Chi-Yu for the reason that the Raging Bolt is 1000% going to be in this game, and it could become a real issue if its booster special attack gets its special attack boost, Chi-Yu hits the field, and then starts clapping. Well, Chi-Yu doesn't start clapping. The Raging Bolt starts clapping. And not only just thunder clapping me. And I don't really want that right now. So I think I am going to do Dozo. I'm going to try to save Terra. He's going to lead Flutter Mane. Yep, kind of what I expected. Flutter Urshifu. Pretty good lead and do a lot of stuff. Thing is, though, he could really only take one knockout. And what's more threatening, the Urshifu or the Fluttermane? That's kind of what we have to think about here. So I think if I Terra normal and Sucker Punch the Urshifu, they're typically Scarf. That should knock out. Yep. Okay, so we'll take the knockout on that. We're going to take a ton of damage. Actually, we're just going to take an Icy Wind. I think that was a great opportunity for them to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Obviously, Spiky Shield's coming out here. We did expend our Terra. Can't knock out the Fluttermane. So Ogerpon is 178. Our Dondozo is going to hit 180. So we are going to be faster than it. I don't think he could knock us out. And I'm positive that he's going for a Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon. There's no shot that he could just let that be. So I think I'll just Extreme Speed to Fluttermane unless he wants a Terra. Kind of a wasted turn, but I just want to set it up for next turn to be... Yeah, okay, he actually goes to the Moonblast there, which, in my opinion, is very weird. So I'll go for the E-Speed on the Ogerpon. And then I will also... do I Sucker Punch the Fluttermane? Just to... It's not Sash, so I mean, no really point except to get it in Earthquake range. I think if I do that, though... If I just... Oh my gosh, no bulk on the Ogerpon. Oh my gosh, the Adamant Chien Pao just put in so much work there, and that's why I'm running... Well, that's why this team is on Adamant, and that's why as soon as I started using it, I realized, yeah, I understand why it's Adamant. So 1551. Very good. Let's get into another one. Probably going to do, in these videos, 4 to 5 battles. The reason I'm using the same team as last time is because I felt no reason to change it, and I've been practicing with it, and it just feels better and better. Obviously, there's matchups that are tough. Obviously, I lose, you know, with only a 65.5% win rate. I mean, what are we really doing out here? But at the same time, I do feel very confident with this team, and I think it's a team that I want to get better and better at using. You know, hopefully my channel doesn't get popular, then people start seeing me, and then people know how to play me, like, at a tournament. But I wouldn't be mad at it either. But okay, Hard Trick Room is what it's signaling. How do I want to approach that? So, like, I think you could go either way, because the one thing I love about this team is with the D-Knight Pow lead, it could block Fake Out, and with the Flutter Chi-Yu lead, it could also block Fake Out. So if I was to think about a potential lead for him that wouldn't be Trick Room, I think he would go Ogerpon, Okidogi. I have lost to a couple Okidogis. It's been a little bit of a struggle because they're typically AV. Sorry, I just ate steak pasta, so I have like acid reflux, but don't want to make that known out there. So forget I ever said that. Or he could go a Cresselia, Ogerpon / Okidogi angle. He doesn't have to worry about Fake Out. I think E-Speed is really good into his team. I've been thinking about running Taunt on the Fluttermane as well. I think I'm actually going to go Flutter Chi-Yu. Like, I could see myself bringing D-Knight Pow in the back with the priority. He doesn't have any priority blockers, but he does have a Follow Me and potential Rage Powder Mon here, which is what I don't like about it. I think Dozo gives me the best, like, okay, things have went wrong, how can we fix it kind of lead. So this is screaming to me is Follow Me Trick Room. It could be, you know, it could be Ally Swap. This is best of one. I have no idea what he wants to do. Or he could potentially protect the Cresselia on a Shadow Ball Dark Pulse. He could Terra Water the Ogerpon. He could attack the Chi-Yu or the Fluttermane. They both make sense. I like this better than the Pal Knight lead already off the rip. Do I mind if he gets Trick Room up if I take a knockout? I think I Moonblast, Terra Ghost, overheat the Cresselia. There's the Terra Water. Okay, so he wants to take a knockout. I think we live this, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is good. I think this is good. It might not actually be good because we have expended our Terra. It's definitely going to Dozo. No Trick Room. No Trick Room. I like that idea. But it is going to be the Volk. I've seen a lot of these run Giga Drain too. So it's like, okay, well, who is he going to attack with? If he starts Quiver Dancing, like, I'm cool with that. I could also see him, like, I guess he can't follow me Quiver Dance, so that doesn't really make much sense. Okay, I think I'm just gonna focus down on the Ogerpon. Maybe he'll make a mistake turn 1. I mean, he's got to be scared that another Overheat's gonna come out. Yeah, there's the Spiky Shield. It was telegraphed, but at the same exact time, what is one to do? What is one to do? I think losing the Flutter Mane turn 1 kind of sucked. I think this is like max attack Ogerpon Water, because I've lived the Terra Water cudgels before. It wasn't a crit. Yeah, so I mean, that's not the problem. I think that this guy's actually, I could protect this turn. I'm just scared that he's gonna swap into Ursaluna. It's gonna be fast Ursaluna. It's gonna be a Rage Powder Horn Leech angle, which is fine. Now I'll protect, because now I don't think he's going to switch into Ursaluna. It would be clinical. I think he could Spiky Shield again and attack. I think he could Will-O-Wisp. It's a supportive Volcarona. Usually if they have Rage Powder, they're not going to have other things. Hopefully he doesn't have Encore. Please. Please no. Yeah, we're not going to live. Are we? No, we're not going to live that. Okay, yeah. I think we're going to lose this one, guys. I can't see a way. This is, yeah, I think I'm going to change Terra Blast on Tatsugiri to Icy Wind right after this game, because if we had Icy Wind, there would be a glimmer of a hope. I also want to know, he's not going to let me know, but maybe we'll get some accuracy drops. That would be clutch. Maybe we didn't. I'm trying to think of ways we could have played that better. Obviously, I'm still learning my matchups. Okay, there's an accuracy drop. Okay, hits. And boom. Yeah, see, we do live that on that guy, and we wouldn't knock out anyway. Okay, so I'm going to give him the GG. He was the first person to beat us on this channel with this team, so I'm going to go ahead and forfeit. I do want to add Icy Wind. I think that there's been a couple times where I just wish it was there, and to be honest, I think that the Terra is more of a defensive typing, and I think having a really fast Icy Wind late game on these Dozo teams has helped me out a lot to win. So yeah, so this match, he was only 100 points less than us. We lose 26 points, man. No. So pretty much back to where we started. 2 wins, 1 loss, but stuck in the same spot. I've never actually reached number 1 on a VGC ladder. I think I've been number 9 before. Reg I with using an Iron Bundle team in best of 3, but I don't think I've ever been number 1. Yeah, so I mean, that's honestly the goal of making these videos, is to eventually get the number 1. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. I have a lot to learn. Okay, so these Iron Crowns are typically Terra Fire or Terra Water. Usually Terra Water is what I see. These teams can be a little bit tricky, but they're usually not that bad. So how do I want to approach it? Gotta think for a second. I like the POW Knight angle, because if they do want to do, yeah, if they do want to go Psychic Terrain, I could shut it down. I also threaten the Tornadus and even the Flutter Mane. But if they lead like Flutter Mane Urshifu, it's Scarf Urshifu, then yeah, I think we'll do POW Knight. And I think this is an example of a game. Dondozo does look pretty nice here. Yeah, I'm going to bring it. I was going to say that there are some games where I don't even bring the Dozo, but into the majority of the teams, Dozo's kind of cracked right now. I think everybody should give it a shot. And you know what? Stop the hate. Stop the hate. You know what? You know what's dumb? I was talking to a friend about this. You know what's dumb? Dozo gets all this hate. But you know what doesn't get hate? Incineroar Rillaboom cycling, Aurora Veil Ninetales, Leftovers Blood Moon Ursaluna, Grassy Terrain here all the way back up to full health, start yawning crap. Why doesn't this get hate? This is annoying. But, okay, so turn 1 here. I'm going to Terra Normal Aerial Ace. Because I think he's going to Dazzling Gleam Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, okay, this is great. This is great. He's Terra Fairying. He's probably going to Dazzle. Yep, there's a Dazzle. We live this. And we should get the knockout. Boom, bang, bang. Okay, I love that move. Aerial Ace. Like, oh my gosh. It's actually, when I was in Puerto Rico and I was in, like, I needed to win one more to make the top cut. And I was sitting there and I was like, man, like, he's going to switch into the Farigiraf. What do I do? And I was like, well, I just defensively Terra. And then I go ahead and I switch. And it was great. It was honestly great. I used Aerial Ace. I won. It was nice. It was very nice. Or maybe it was the game before the game I needed to win. I remember it came down to like a Miraidon, Kyogre. Like, do I attack the Chien power, the Kyogre? You protected the Chien. Oh, man. I don't even want to bring up that trauma, man. I put that guy through it. I felt so bad after. Like, I didn't feel bad to win, but yeah. And then I lost. I lost. But I think it's smart here. Expanding Force is coming regardless. I don't know if he wants to go for it yet though. So he could either Expanding Force or he could Tachyon Cutter and knock me out. I'm going to Ice Spinner because I want to get rid of this terrain. And then we should also knock out the NDD. The critical hit, it matters. I would have been fine if the NDD didn't go down here. Because now we do have to go into our Dondozo and Ogerpons here. I think, I'm not sure the calcs on this Dozo. I remember my old Dozo used to knock out with this crap. But now that the Psychic Terrain's gone, I'm not as scared of the Crown. I don't want to take Spiky Shield chip damage. I think we go for the Wave Crash. Hopefully it knocks out. Praying. There's the Spiky Shield. We take, like, no damage. It's pretty much what it comes down to. Yes, it does knock out. We are going to be able to pull out this game, thankfully. No, just Earthquake. Yeah. And there's the forfeit. Okay, so we get another win. I'll do one more in this video. And then maybe I'll follow it up. Maybe if I'm feeling generous. Tomorrow I'll do another VGC video. I'm trying to do the ZA videos daily. And I think with the VGC that it's more of like a niche audience. I think more people can watch the ZA and kind of get into it. But I think the VGC is like, obviously, I enjoy the VGC more. But, well, actually, I enjoy both games. I definitely do enjoy both games. It's just Legends ZA is newer. This has more lore with me. So I like these, but also playing on Showdown, like if I was able to pull out my Scarlet and Violet and throw some Reg F on, I would definitely be posting that a lot more. And I'm excited for them to make that change. Okay, enough rambling. Como-O team here. Is it Clangorous Soul? Is it Iron Defense? Either way, Dondozo does not care. So Dozo's going to come here because I'm not going to deal with no bull crap where he sets up and then he just sweeps my team. So he's got Pao Entei, which has been a problem for this team especially. So I think that in knowing that, I think the Flutter Chi-Yu is kind of where I want to go with this one. A little bit scared of a Raging Bolt off the lead Terra Fairying, but it should be fine. We should live a Thunderclap. We're bulkier. And then in the back, let's go Dondozo Tatsugiri. So it's going to be Flutter Entei. So he doesn't have an attack boost right now, which is cool. I'm actually going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to Terra Ghost. And now you might be like, well, why? Why do you need to do that? Because I could see him thinking, let me E-speed the Chi-Yu. Let me Dazzling Gleam, get some chip. And if he does go for that play, he loses turn 1. Especially if he Terra Normals. Yeah, I could also see myself like double switching here, but let's see what he wants to do. Protect. Okay. If he takes a knockout on the Flutter Mane, I'm pretty cool with that. Yeah. He gets a crit. Not sure if it mattered, but okay. One thing we do have to be very careful about is like if we protect and Heat Wave and he switches into the Raging Bolt, it's really bad. But if we protect and Heat Wave and he doesn't double tap the Chi-Yu, well, that's pretty good. Also, I'm also thinking that losing the Flutter Mane there, like that, I think he made definitely the smarter play. I had a little bit of an oversight. You know, this might sound crazy, but I think we combine right now. We order up, knock out the Entei so that our Earthquake will knock out the Flutter Mane and the Raging Bolt. We just have to live. He goes for an Icy Wind, which is interesting. Oh, he is going to be faster. Okay. I was going to say we are max speed. Okay, so that we got lucky. We got bailed out there that we were... Okay, he goes into Ogre Pawn. Does he not have the Raging Bolt? Who doesn't bring Raging Bolt in the dozo? What did I click? Oh, okay. Why did I protect? I guess honestly that was the best play, but I didn't even know I did that. So let's Earthquake. There's an Icy Wind. Does he think like Power Whip's gonna knock out? No shot. Oh, guys, we can't go out like that. We're doing one more. No, we can't go out like that. No. That's not cool. That's so not cool. I totally forgot that these things run that. I've seen it a couple times too, but I'm so used to the Reg G Ogre Pawns. And yeah, no, that one hurts. Because if I didn't protect her, I honestly I didn't even mean to protect. I was gonna just Earthquake. But oh man. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. And now he's gonna beat me. And just a quick sucker punch will end it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and forfeit. GG to him. Oh man. And that was probably the best guy we played yet. Now he's got the same rating as us. Can we get a rematch? Nah. I don't like to bother people like that. Let him take his win and be happy. I'll just get better. I honestly just, in every aspect of life, we just got to get better, honestly. Today was a good day, though. I went to the gym. Oh, gosh. This is the same guy that we just beat. We're going to beat him one more time. Hopefully. I don't want to say that and get clapped. But what did I do last time? Was it Flutter Chi-Yu? Was that what I did? So he knows that. Was it Flutter Chi-Yu? Maybe it was Dragonite. I think it was Dragonite Pal. Let's see if he could beat it. He didn't bring Tornadus last time, which was interesting. I could see him going for that this game. I don't want to get caught off guard by his adjustment. I'm going to let him beat me the same way that... I'm going to try to beat him the same way I beat him the first time and see if he adjusts. This is how I would kind of do it in best of 3. Like, well, if I beat him, not really a point in changing unless I know specifically what he's going to change this time. Sometimes people they have a misplay or there's a critical hit or something like that. But most times it's like, let me have you beat me doing what I do. And let's see if he could do it. So this time it's going to be Flutter Mane and DD. Okay. Honestly, kind of thought the Flutter was going to protect and he was going to set up Trick Room for whatever reason. Oh, he's Rocky Helmet. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait. Guys, we might be cooked. Oh no. Nuts. Okay. Is he going to call the Terra? We could still win. Just give me a second to think here. Let's protect. See if he wants a Spiky Shield. Okay, he doesn't have an Ogre Pawn Rock. I was a little bit like, ah. Oh, okay. All right, do we call it? If you were him, would you Spiky Shield again? Because it's so obvious that I could just target the Flutter Mane now that it actually did just protect. That's a tough one. I really don't want to eat up a Moonblast into a Woodhammer. I'm not going to Terra. I think he's going to... Because he knows what Terra... I mean, well, I guess he doesn't know what Terra we are, but... Actually, I am going to Terra because it's best of one. I'm just going to Earthquake. Terra Fairy. There's the Earthquake. He does live. Okay. Wish I had a little bit more attack investment. Oh, he called it. Okay. Good play by him. Honestly, props. Props, man. Okay, so Iron Crown's going to be slower than Ogerpon, so I'm protecting. He's going to protect. He's going to protect. Oh, he didn't. He called it again. This guy. This guy's on one today. He didn't protect again. Oh, I just screwed myself. You know, I was calling the protect. Oh, no, we're good. We're good, guys. As if you had any doubt. That's a dub. We're going to end the video there. I know we played the same guy twice. Hopefully that's not a problem for y'all. But that's how to win in a best of 3. Except he doesn't have an open team sheet. And I kind of did because I just played him. But anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.